Good?
Yes.
Do you want me to talk you through it, or?
Oh, yes, that would be awesome.
So what I'm doing right now is centering the clay, and I do that by spiraling it up and down, and that gets the clay molecules already in a spiral, and that helps to make it easier to pull it up. So I'm going to bring it up and bring it down several times.
Wow.
And when I feel like I've done that enough times, I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I'm going to test the thickness of my base to make sure I left enough. I did.
You've got a donut.
I've got a donut. Yes, very good. That's what my teachers in Dallas called it, is making the donut. So now I'm going to make the floor and establish how wide I want it to be. And when I've done that, I'm going to smooth out and compress the clay on the bottom. Because if you don't do that, it'll typically make a crack because you've left the clay uncompressed, and it just makes it just a stronger pot is if you compress the floor. So after I do that, I'm going to kind of lean so the walls are vertical right now. I want those to lean into a cone. It makes it easier to pull and it makes it a stronger piece. I'm going to compress the lip. You do that many, many times when you throw anything. You always compress the lip because it's the most fragile part. I'm going to make sure I got enough water there. And then I'm going to do my first pull. Okay, now I'm going to compress the lip again. I'm going to remove a little bit of the excess clay on the bottom. Makes it easier to pull up. I'm going to re-wet it. Compress one more time. And I'm going to come back and pull it again.
That is cool.
You should take Ceramics 1. You can still add, drop, and change classes. Okay. Do that again. I'm going to remove the excess water in the base because it pulls up there. And if you leave it, it affects how fast the base dries to the top. Because this part is way more exposed to air than the bottom of the pot, and if it dries too differently, it'll crack, and you'll have a bad day and be like, why did I even make this pot? So, I'm going to try to do one more pull because I'm feeling greedy. It's tall enough, but I think I can get some more. I'm going to slow it down. Easing off. Now I'm going to compress the lip. Yeah, it could be. So now I'm going to take my metal rib, and so I don't know if you can see right now, but here in a moment you're going to see that there's a bunch of slip on the outside of this pot. And what slip is liquid clay, or clay that's like got a lot of water in it. And to make this pot a lot more structurally sound so I can manipulate the shape here in a minute, is to shave off that slip, because all this was kind of covering the surface and it's just like this gloopy stuff and it's not really good for anything, so away. I'm gonna take out the water again because I see I've got some water pulling up in the base. And now I'm going to try to manipulate the shape. No promises, but I'm going to come in from the inside and I'm going to push out. And from the outside I'm going to push in, but not as much. And then that kind of lets me make any shape I want as long as it's round. So that's nice, but now I want the top half to be more collared in. So I'm gonna get both of my hands really wet, and I'm gonna put my hands like this, and I'm gonna very, very gently suggest that the clay body kinda move in.
Oh, wow.
And you kind of got to do this really gradually, because if you do it too aggressively, the clay doesn't really want to do this, so you got to be very like incrementally. Because if you do it too fast, you cause like some things I'm already feeling begin to happen. The clay starts folding in, it starts like folding up. Like if you squish a piece of paper, you know how it kind of folds in? The clay is trying to do that too. So what I can do is I can do another pull, but only do like only from the point where I'm collaring in. Hey there. So collar, collar, collar. Don't break on me. All right. I think I've stressed out this pot enough, and I'm gonna. So my lip is a little bit funky. So what I'm gonna do is I'll take my needle tool and I'll just instead of having an unsteady lip. Oh, don't break, don't break. So it's kind of a wonky little flower vase, but
Wow.
I like it.
Yeah.
all right. This is not my best work, folks.
I'll buy it, Jackson.
That would make me feel way better. So I'm doing this now to remove some of this excess water to make it easier to pick up. I'm just about ready to cut this top part off. I don't know. Anyway, needle wire tools. So when I'm ready to take it off the wheel, I take my wire tools.
Oh.
Dry hands, always dry hands. The drier the better, because if you've got wet hands on wet clay, it just sticks and leaves your fingerprints in it, and it's just nasty. So I'm gonna take one of these, put it right here.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! This is, it's precious.
Looks nice.
Thank you.
We